Can you keep a secret? Because I've got something to tell you. You'll definitely want to watch this double feature video all the way through to get all the juicy goodies that I've got to say. First things first, Lost Cherry. One of the most sexiest fragrances that I've ever smelled. It's sweet, cherry, almond, sexy. It's like a liquored up cherry lollipop. A definitely fruity scent that's white girl wasted. Top notes are bitter almond, black cherry, cherry liqueur. Middle notes are sour cherry, plum, turkish rose, jasmine, sambac. And base notes are vanilla, tonka bean, cinnamon, Peru balsam, benzoin, sandalwood, cloves, cedar, patchouli, and vetiver. I mean, you can't get any better than all of that. And the scent composition does not lie. It's very lovely, kind of spicy, very in your face. It's like the cherry's gotten lost, but not really, because you found it. Now, the interesting thing about this, I was in Urban Outfitters the other day. I saw this bottle and it said cherried on it. And to my surprise, once I picked it up and smelled it, so these two things here smell alike. Lost Cherry and Cherry. And it was only 24 bucks. Eau de Parfum concentration, really good stuff. It's not at all identical to Lost Cherry, but it does have a prominent cherry note, which will remind you of Lost Cherry. I'm sure this is a Lost Cherry dupe. Do I suggest that you buy this one instead of this one? Absolutely not. But if you say you want to spray yourself down with this one before you go out, and then you want to carry this one on your person or in your purse, in your car, whatever, and refresh your fragrance throughout the day, I definitely do suggest that. All right, cool. So let's get down to business here. So you guys know, if you've been watching my videos, you know I talk a lot about my celibacy journey, my abstinence journey, etc., etc. So you feel me? I wake up really, really early in the morning. Sometimes I wake up at 3 a.m. Sometimes I wake up at 4 a.m. It just depends on when my spirit moves me to awaken. And when I woke up, to my surprise, some old trim, I guess I should say, hit me up. And you feel me? Like, this was probably one of my favorite, like, cheeks. Like, this dude was definitely one of my favorite dudes to knock down. Like, I would top 10 type shit. Like, dude was definitely top 10. So I'm gonna this is between you and me, okay? This is between you and me. I won't, like, you know, disclose any personal information about this person, obviously. But I do want to share this to let you know just how, I'm not going to say the devil, but just how things will test you once you decide that you want to start moving a certain way, etc., etc. How temptation will come in just to see if you still stupid. All right, so you feel me? So me and this dude hooked up. This is when I was like lost in the world. Well, not really lost. I was just like hooking up. And, you know, I personally love knocking down a hood dude. Like, it's just something about dominating, and I don't want to use the wrong words here on this platform, but you know what I'm saying, like truly penetrating a guy who is not in touch with his feminine side. Because one thing I will say about my embrace and the type of things that I do to people just by existing, I totally make those hyper masculine men, when they get with me, they open up like a flower. Like, all those parts of them that they spend their lives hiding, it comes out. And I love that. All right, so I'm just gonna show you guys some text messages just to see the reason why I handled this situation the way that I did. All right, so as you can see, dude came over, was fine as hell. Like, I'm talking about I thought, to be honest with you, sometimes when you hook up with hood guys, you think to yourself, like, is this dude trying to rob me? Because he looks extremely thuggy. Like, dude was bigger than me, taller than me, buff as fuck, fat. I'm talking about juicy yams, was juiced and muscly. Anyways, he came over, you feel me? I'm always gonna play it cool. I'm never gonna be in a rush to do nothing. I'm gonna play it real cool. I'm gonna chit chat. I want the guy to get so attracted to my personality and me showing who I am that his soul is begging for me to conquer him. So you feel me? Woo de woo, shit, one thing led to another. I bust the dude down. Bust him down, broken down, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Sent me the text message. This was supposed to say, "You're so fine." I was like, okay, cool, you turn me the fuck on. Cool. Okay, cool. So you see how he does not like to respond right away. I just wanted to address the "you're so fine" LOL text message. What I noticed is that when I used to meet up with someone who I had been talking to for a while, they would actually be shocked that I looked like my pictures or better than my pictures in person. And a lot of the times what these guys would say was, oh, you look really, really good in person. Like, you look like your pictures. Like, well, yeah, that's the point. Like, I'm not ever trying to, like, I'd never use, well, first of all, I don't have to, but I'd never, like, use fake photos or pretend to be something that I'm not. Like, when I meet up with a person, I'm trying to get to know somebody, I want to let my motherfucking hair down. So I'm not going to hide any parts of myself, and neither should you. Like, I know that in our community, like, certain traits are presumed to be glorified. But on the contrary, if you take the risk and truly be yourself, you will find that the types of guys that you want are already profoundly attracted to you. I had the luxury of experiencing that early on. I mean, I've always been a rebel, so I've never been able just to act a certain way to fit in. But what I noticed is that as I was showing up as myself, I was already attracting the type of guys that I liked anyways. So if you're having a challenge of, you feel like, oh, I'm not masculine enough, or I'm not this enough, or I'm not that enough, just take the risk, bear your cross, be yourself. And I'm telling you, like, rejection is a part of life. So this isn't some foolproof advice, but you will attract those designed for you, and it's always going to be so much more of a better experience than trying to, like, trick somebody into liking you by being something that you're not. I ignored it because I wanted to hit again. Boom. So I hit him up again. He was like, what's up? I was like, what's up? What's good? What you doing? I'm all like, cool. And what you doing? He was like, oh, on my way to the crib, round 2. Yes. Boom. Came over again. Knocked his ass. I'm talking about, this guy is the punani is the punani not sweet, yo. The punani not sweet. So the next day I hit him up again and said, I want that pussy one more time before you left too. I miss your dick. Another round ASAP. Cool. He sent me a little video. I'm gonna suffocate that hairy pussy. He had a very hairy ass. I love big hairy booties. That's just what I like. Hairy booty, pink hole. I like that. Hairy cheeks, pink hole. Like, he had a very hairy Kit Kat. Anyways, what's up? Coolin' with you on Houston. Decatur, I want to see you again. I was hoping you was in town. He never responded. Then he had the audacity to hit me up at 4:58 a.m. talking about some yo. At this point, my dignity, my caliber kicked in, because how can you think you can ignore me and that I'm supposed to answer you when you hit? It will never happen. Like, I have too much esteem, too much, I'm a barrister. I just can't do it. So even though I reminisced on how good being in his guts was, I reminisced on, I had a moment of weakness, but I started scrolling through TikTok, and what gave me a little bit of peace was I ended up seeing this video of Whitney Houston singing that song, Where Do Broken Hearts Go? Do they find their way home? Back to the open arms of a love that's waiting there. And if somebody loves you, won't they always love you? I look in your eyes and I know that you still care for me. And in that moment, I remembered who I am, what I'm standing for, and the journey that I'm on right now. And I decided to just ignore the entire message altogether. And I never responded, but I wanted to just get on here because it was a great session each and every time we met. But guys, if you are on a celibacy journey and you are staying abstinent, just remember that you want a kingdom spouse and don't bother with it. But shout out to dude, you know who you are. If you ever see this video, your hole is a wonderland. And for that, you are appreciated. But I'm on to bigger and better things. Ciao.